Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. Today, let's do the whole doggone weekend. Saturday, the 16th of March, we have Black Press Day. We have Lumpia Day, National Artichoke Hearts Day, National Curl Crush Day. Wow. No Selfies Day, Panda Day. How do you not take a selfie if you're near a panda? National Vaccination Day, and I don't know, there's other stuff on here. Let's take a look at Sunday, the 17th. That sounds familiar. Oh, yeah, St. Patrick's Day.
Fun.
National Corned Beef and Cabbage Day as well. St. Gertrude of Nilva's Day, Evacuation Day, Doctor-Patient Trust Day, and Campfire Girls Day. All of those things happening this weekend. And I've got a guest joining me, Lauren Patten, Death and Other Details. She's got a program on Hulu. She was on Blue Blood. She's been on several other things, but we're going to chat with her specifically about Death and Other Details, which came out just like a month ago now on Hulu. We'll chat with her all about that coming up.
Give yourself a little credit.
I've been telling you about BetterCreditCards.com for a few years now. I'd love for you to take a few minutes today to check out the website. Who knows? You might find a better credit card, one that offers a better rate, or a credit card that offers cash back, airline miles, or other points and perks that can help you. Check it out now.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. If you drink just 2 cans of soda pop per week, that's what it says in the thing here. It says soda pop. That's what it says. Your workouts are not making up for it, according to a study. Does that all make sense?
So you're not working out enough to burn off those calories. That makes perfect sense.
Pharmacologists at the University of Laval in Quebec City analyzed health data from 100,000 adults over the age of 30 to find the damage done by sugar-sweetened beverages cannot be overcome by the average recommended workout quota of 150 minutes weekly. The group said in their conclusion, published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, physical activity reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease associated with sugar-sweetened beverages by half, but it does not fully eliminate it. They're urging consumers to drop cane sugar and syrup-based sodas altogether. So what they're saying is, no fun for you. No. That's not. Here's the thing. I don't hardly ever drink anything other than iced tea or water.
Right.
Like those are the things. I've noticed it's made a huge difference for me, but your results may vary. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Insurance. It's important to have insurance, but it's more important to have the right insurance. After all, if you're not covered, it's like not even having insurance. Make sure you're covered for whatever claim might come your way with InsuranceChicken.com, helping you peck out great insurance deals in your area. You need insurance on your car anyway. Why not get great rates for great insurance from InsuranceChicken.com? That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by Genesis Gold, IRA.com. Heidi, did you know that long COVID may cause those who have it to experience a drop in their IQ by at least 6 points? A major study suggests researchers in UK found patients who had been suffering from COVID symptoms for more than 12 weeks compared to those who have never had the virus. They calculated a loss of 3 IQ points among those who had COVID symptoms for up to 12 weeks,
Jesus.
9 IQ points for those who were admitted to the ICU during their infection, which, again, I'm really sad to hear this. I know a couple of people who've suffered with what they refer to as long COVID, and it doesn't sound like fun. So, again, if that's something that you're struggling with, I don't know what you can do to fix it because there's no advice here.
No.
It would be nice if they said, hey, if you'd like to avoid that, just do this. But that's not part of this story.
And ironically, it's drink more soda.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's the case at all. All right, we don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Netflix is expanding their live sports with first foray into boxing in a big way. I don't know if you've seen this online, but Mike Tyson is going to get back in the ring. And he's
Really?
Gonna be, yeah, and he's going to be fighting Jake Paul, a YouTuber. Yeah, so it's going to... no, in all fairness, Paul is 27, Tyson is 58, but still... I hope Paul
that doesn't seem fair to me.
I just think the whole thing seems like a horrible idea. Jim Parsons and Mayim Balink are stepping back into the Big Bang Theory universe 4 years exactly after the show aired their series finale. So they're working on a new thing. It's going to come out May 16th, and that'll be on CBS and Paramount. And CBS, the network behind Young and the Restless and The Bold and the Beautiful, announced they're partnering with the NAACP to develop a new program. It's a black family living in a posh gated community titled The Gates. And it is the first program like this, soap opera, launched since Passions, which was 25 years ago.
I remember that.
Yeah, so they haven't done this in a bit. So there you go. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
What could you do with an extra $129 a month? In this economy, every penny counts. So an extra $129 each month would absolutely help. Well, 97% of us have a cell phone, and the average person pays $144 a month. Mint Mobile can help you save a mint. At just $15 a month, that's an average savings of $129 each month. It's time for a Mintervention. Switch and save today. Get this special offer at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. A teacher in Florida has been fired for getting drunk at school.
Oh, my gosh.
What would you think was going to happen? Did you think you're going to get drunk at school and the kids are going to be like, oh, this is awesome? Well, the kids might, but do you think the school would be like, this is awesome?
Oh, my gosh.
No, it's a bad idea. Happened to be in Florida. Could have been anywhere. So, don't do any of the whole Florida jokes. Okay, well, they kind of write themselves at this point, really. And could shoving potato chips and French fries in your mouth finally someday be good for us? Maybe.
No.
In a significant leap forward for snack lovers, researchers at Michigan State University have made a discovery that could lead to the creation of potato products that are tasty and healthy. I've got Heidi's attention. She literally quit playing a video game to listen to me.
I love potatoes.
Are you playing Candy Crush over there?
I'm not.
Were you before you looked
Yes,
my way?
I was.
I knew you were doing something. It's funny because I literally saw her drop what she was doing and look at me as soon as I said potatoes could be healthy. At the heart of the discovery is a process known as cold-induced sweetening, which occurs when potatoes are stored at low temperatures, and it converts the starches into sugars. This not only made the potatoes taste sweeter, it also led them to the formation of acrylamide, I don't know if that's even being said right, during the cooking at high temperatures. This compound has potential cancer risks.
Yikes.
The team at the Michigan State, they said this lays the groundwork for developing potatoes that naturally resist the sweetening process, which means future potatoes could avoid the formation of unhealthy compounds without the need of additional costly interventions that could alter the flavor of the product. So what they're saying is, if they can figure out how to do some major thing, this could be a big deal.
Could be someday, maybe.
There's a lot of ifs and maybes in here. And I think what they're doing is...
I would be super excited about that because potatoes are like an entire food group for me.
I think what they're doing is they're looking for a grant from Lay's. They say, maybe, if only we had the funding. All right, scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-310-5831. 800-310-5831. That's 800-310-5831.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend. I'm excited to visit with actress Lauren Patten, her from Blue Bloods, from The Good Fight, and much, much more. And we got a new program we're going to talk about, Death and Other Details. Lauren, tell us all about it.
Yes, okay, Death and Other Details. It's a new murder mystery that's on Hulu. And it's about a group of people who go on this very lavish vintage ocean liner for a week sail in the Mediterranean. And then somebody gets murdered. So, of course, chaos ensues.
Sounds like a fun idea for a show. Do you know, is this based on something that happened, or is it all just fiction? Do you know?
No, it's pretty incredible. Mike and Heidi, who are the creators of the show, it is completely from their own brain. It's I love working on something totally original like that. They're very brilliant writers, and so they came up with this incredibly intricate murder mystery that you're going to really be trying to guess the whole time. There's a lot of twists and turns.
And I like the fact that you mentioned that they're great writers because you, Lauren, are also a great writer. You're a writer, you're an actor, you're a performer on stage. You kind of just do it all.
Trying, you know. Yeah, I actually studied writing and creative nonfiction is what I like to do. I wrote essays and, but I'm also a singer. I have a band. We're actually putting out an EP of covers later in the coming months. So I've been fortunate to dip my toe into a lot of things.
I would say dipping your toe is a little bit of an understatement. You've won several awards between Tony Awards and Grammy Awards and all of the things that you've done, a major list of accomplishments. That is way more than just dipping your toes.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been very, very lucky.
Now, back to the program we were talking about before, Death and Other Details. That's your latest project. And again, it came out in January on Hulu. And the thing I like about that is people can kind of watch this when they have time.
Yes. It's the era of streaming. They're there waiting for you whenever you would like to watch.
I love that. It's a completely different thing than when I was growing up. Back then, you'd have to watch a show, one episode a week, or you'd go and watch the movie, but you'd have to see it in theaters. It's a completely different world now. Do you have some other fun projects? I know how it works. Can we talk about other things?
Right now the TV show is pretty much my big focus, but like I said, I'm going to have some music coming out with my band, and that's going to be on all streaming services. So I'm excited for that to come out. It's my first recorded music that I've put out. And then after that, I've got a theater project that's going to be coming up that I can't give full details on yet, but I'll be back on stage in New York.
I love that. And I bet it's exciting to get back on the stage. What was the first big project? Because you've done movies, you've done television shows, music, stage performing. What was the first big break that you got that made you feel like, okay, hey, I might just make it in this biz?
Yeah, I've worked my whole life. I grew up in Chicago and I did theater and commercials there. And, so I've been on the stage for a long time, but I would say that probably my Broadway debut, the show that I moved to New York for, was a musical called Fun Home. And I got to come to New York to be part of that show. And I think that is what sort of started me in more of my career on the stage here in the city.
I love that. And like on the program Blue Bloods, you portray a police officer. And I've always wondered how that is. As a police officer watching that show, do they typically, when they see you, do they come over and say, hey, you guys do a great job? Or are they kind of critical of what you guys do?
Everybody that I've met has actually always really loved the show. I've met real police officers when we've filmed outside, because we have to have actual police officers with us when we film outside for safety, and also in case, we're dressed up in cop uniforms. If something happens and people need assistance, they can't be running to us and thinking that we know what to do, because we really are just actors. We always have police on set.
Cuff them, Lauren.
Around the city. Yeah, good luck. That's not going to happen. So the police officers who've ever been on set when we've filmed around the city have always been really lovely, and wanted to take pictures and it seemed to enjoy the show.
That's very cool. And I love the fact that they're fans. That means you're doing something right, because if they were not fans, that would be really, really scary. Again, we've been visiting with Lauren Patten and the new program, Death and Other Details. It's on Hulu right now, and I'm going to put a link to that to make it really easy to find. Lauren, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us about it today.
Yes, I'm super proud of it. I'm excited for people to watch it.
Well, I'll do my best to help folks find it. Again, it's on Hulu. It's called Death and Other Details. The first couple of episodes came out in January, and then they've been releasing, episodes each week. But I've got a link to it, so if you want to binge it, you can. If you want to just watch a trailer and see if it looks like it's something for you, I've got all the details in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
I've been telling you about BetterCreditCards.com for a few years now. I'd love for you to take a few minutes today to check out the website. Who knows? You might find a better credit card, one that offers a better rate, or a credit card that offers cash back, airline miles, or other points and perks that can help you. Check it out now.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to BetterCreditCards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Eating garlic improves your body odor. You would think that would be backwards, but I think we've read that before.
It's good for your blood pressure, too.
Yeah. Also, a fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There are more than 200 flavors of Kit Kat in Japan. I know we talked about this because I tried some. There's one called Adzuki. It's red bean. Another one called Tamara Hontan Wasabi. It's a Japanese horseradish. And another one called Sinshu apple. So there you go. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Bluetooth technology is named after a 10th century king, King Harald Bluetooth. He united the tribes of Denmark, like the wireless technology unites cell phones and other electronics. Yeah, that's why that's capitalized, because it's a person's name. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Thanks to modern laundry detergents, using cold water is just as effective now as using hot water. Oh, I didn't know that.
All righty.
And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Scientists found that you have, the higher your IQ, the more you dream. Heidi is very smart. She has amazing dreams. If she tells you the dreams, you wouldn't expect she has a high IQ.
That's kind of true.
Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Insurance. It's important to have insurance, but it's more important to have the right insurance. After all, if you're not covered, it's like not even having insurance. Make sure you're covered for whatever claim might come your way with InsuranceChicken.com, helping you peck out great insurance deals in your area. You need insurance on your car anyway. Why not get great rates for great insurance from InsuranceChicken.com? That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. 30% of kids say they are embarrassed when their parents do this. What is it?
Hug them in front of their friends.
No, dance in front of them.
Oh.
I have to keep that in mind. We got 2 kids. Next time they're over, we're going to have a little dance-off. I just danced in the studio here, just a tiny bit sitting in my chair. I think I pulled a muscle. That's not good.
And I was embarrassed.
Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
What could you do with an extra $129 a month? In this economy, every penny counts. So an extra $129 each month would absolutely help. Well, 97% of us have a cell phone, and the average person pays $144 a month. Mint Mobile can help you save a mint. At just $15 a month, that's an average savings of $129 each month. It's time for a Mintervention. Switch and save today. Get this special offer at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A woman documented on TikTok her effort to become the first person to complete a marathon inside a Costco. Yeah.
Okay.
She started her video by pointing out a gym membership is $40 a month, but my Costco membership was only $60 for a whole year. So her plan was, she said, I'm going to be saving $400 a year by canceling my gym membership and working out at Costco.
Except every time she goes in to work out, she spends $600 on potato chips. And
she says, while I'm here, I can take advantage of their free samples and save thousands of dollars a year. The problem, the sheer number of customers in the wholesale retailer meant she sometimes was forced into running around the aisle. She was literally running through the store, running circles in the aisle. After walking around Costco for 9 hours, the store closed, but as she said, you can't close my dream. After 11 hours and 11 minutes and 59,000 steps, she finished her marathon by walking around the Costco parking lot. At the end, she declared, I can proudly say I'm the first person to do a marathon at Costco.
Oh, good for you.
Did I mention this is weird news?
I'm sure Costco is going to have to put something in writing that says this cannot be part of your membership because they don't want customers just running around the store.
Thing.
No.
Yeah. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Funniest tweets of the week from women. February is like our junk drawer. Got an extra R you really don't need. Throw it in there. An extra day, toss it into February, wherever. Okay, that makes sense, I suppose. Imagine trying to explain to Alexander Graham Bell that in the future people would have a problem with starting their phone, with staring at their phones all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be kind of weird because he would have been thinking, why would you be looking at this thing? Another funniest tweet of the week from women. What could Monday possibly mean to a cat with no job and endless lasagna?
He hates Mondays.
Garfield hated Mondays for no particular reason. Let's scroll down towards the bottom of the list here. Dog snoring, adorable. Husband snoring, unacceptable. And our final one here. Being an adult is a little out of my price range right now.
Yeah, I think we can all relate to that now.
It's the list. You can see the whole list in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-310-5831. 800-310-5831. That's 800-310-5831.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. And this quote is from John Cleese. I think he is a funny dude.
Love him.
And this quote makes me laugh. If God did not intend for us to eat animals, then why did he make them out of meat? Like, that is the best quote ever. I love it. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way, courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. And there's all kinds of different good news on here, but I think this good news is kind of a fun good news story. A bald eagle nest was found in Toronto for the first time in the history of Toronto. So they'd never had a bald eagle there before. So that's kind of cool. Bald eagles, by the way, are pretty cool.
Oh, I love them. They're so beautiful.
This is a landmark moment for Toronto's ecosystem. They said they joyously announced the discovery of the city's inaugural recorded bald eagle nest, making a historic chapter in their local wildlife preservation. They say the revelation comes as a testament to the remarkable resurgence of the bald eagle population. Just last year, these majestic birds were successfully removed from the list of at-risk species in Ontario. The extraordinary achievement showcased a noteworthy comeback for the species, highlighting the effectiveness of conservation efforts in the region. And that's the thing that's really neat. I think there are a lot of people out there who will band together and do something good to help other people, or in this situation, to help other species, if they know that it's most of the time something simple.
Right.
You know, a lot of the time, it's not like you have to make giant changes in your life, but they were thrilled to celebrate the arrival of Toronto's first ever recorded bald eagle nest. Like they said, a historic moment in the local ecosystem. They embraced the return of the magnificent raptors, and there's photos if you'd like to see them. They say, please refrain from looking for or disturbing the nest, as it may jeopardize the eagle's safety and the success of their nesting. So they're not telling people exactly where this is. I'm seeing photos, but all you see are trees. You don't know.
Right.
Now, it could be like in any tree. Eagles are sensitive creatures, especially during their nesting period, so limiting disturbances is crucial. There was a time not too long ago where there was like a bald eagle right outside our window. I remember looking out there, I'm like, I don't know if that eagle lives around here, if it's just hanging out, but I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't get to see it.
Well, I didn't tell you because I figured you'd have scared it away. So.
Oh, I see.
No, it was a bit ago. All right, time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.